Abracadabra. Welcome to my live. Boop. I haven't been live in a while, but I don't know. I just felt inspired to jump on here tonight. Let me get this set up better here. All right, so let's do some casual tarot. Let's hang out. Let's pull some charms. And I don't know, let's talk about life. My mustache is finally growing back in. Finally, it's taken a while. You guys okay? My little kitty cats are wandering around. Ace of Cups, new relationship, new love. Queen of Wands, nurturing in her job, her work. Hi there. How you doing, my friend? You crying? Why are you crying? Thanks for joining. I haven't been on in a while, but I feel like I felt inspired to jump on here today. I need a gummy. I feel you on that. Us Scorpios feel everything. Happy belated birthday. I believe yours is the 14th. Noel. Oh, see, I remembered that. I hope you're doing well, Kate. And hanging in there. I'm reading this book right now, Law of Attraction by Abraham Hicks. Esther and Jerry Hicks. The book actually reads very quickly. It's an easy read. I guess because it's not a novel. It's just, I don't know, it's just easy to read. It's good. Oh no, it's kind of warm out, so I got my air conditioning on. Oh wow, 13 people have joined. Hey, whoever else is on here with me, I'm just getting started. If you want to help me out, can you go ahead and throw some likes on there and show the YouTube algorithm that I'm reaching people? My name is Joey. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, psychic, and medium. I haven't been on live in a little bit, but I'm back. I took a couple of weeks off to regroup my life and figure things out. But I'm back, and my mustache is mostly back. One of my cats is over there. Teddy is over there watching me from the cat tree. And I don't know where Stormy is, my little gray spooky cat. I know it says on here in the information that I do 3 readings, but I decided that for the rest of the year, just because I want to do more readings. Not like I'm trying to make money or anything, but I just want to do more readings. I'm offering 9 cards for $10 for the rest of the year, which you can't beat that. That's a savings of $5. And I'm a really great reader. I have multiple decks to choose from, but today I'm just going to use the Rider-Waite deck if anybody wants a reading. Or if you just want to chat and hang out, we'll just talk about topics that interest me. New Age topics, spirituality, mindset, law of attraction, all that fun stuff. Who else is here with me? Say hello. Who else is here? Say hello. Let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're from in the world, your zodiac sign, your name, just your first name. I like to get to know the people that pop on these lives with me. I'll be on here for at least a couple of hours. We'll see how it goes. I'm just trying to get it to the place where I'm not forcing anything. Or just sort of going with the flow and following my bliss, following what makes me happy, or, just sort of going with the flow and not putting pressure on myself. Like, I'm not coming on here to try to sell 1,000 readings. I'm coming back on here because I felt like coming on here again. I felt like chatting and connecting with people again. And I just felt like, I don't know, I wanted to do more readings. I took a little bit of time off from going live and from my social media. I've been reading the book, The Law of Attraction by Jerry and Esther Hicks, which has been really great. Niger River? Where is Niger River? What's your name? And so, yeah, I just felt like coming back on here. I don't know. I figured I'll come on here for a couple of hours, chat with some people, do some tarot readings. And, I don't know, just keep building my spiritual community. Sometimes you gotta just take a break from things, digress, pull yourself back, figure out what you really want, what you really want to do. And so I'm back. Thank you, whoever's been liking the live. Thank you for those likes. That definitely shows YouTube and the algorithm that I'm reaching people. And I'm a really great reader. If I could toot my own horn, I'm really a very intuitive reader. And I love tarot. I love connecting with people, hanging out, building a community. I love doing tarot. And, two queens. We got two queens back to back, and that's not a gay joke. I'm a gay guy, but yeah, two queens back to back. Let's see, is there a third queen? I'm just gonna shuffle these cards, whoever's here with me. If you're in the States or you're preparing for the holiday season, you're looking forward to Thanksgiving. If you're not in the States, are you looking forward to Christmas? My birthday just passed. November 10th, I turned 46. That's quite a wake-up call. I'm telling you, once you hit 30, time flies. For real, it really does. Once you hit 30, you start looking back. You look forward, but you start looking back. And then, once you hit 40, forget it. Then you really look back and you start thinking, all right, well, what do I actually want in this life? What's going on here? What am I doing? What's my purpose? If anybody would like to talk about having a spiritual awakening, yeah, I'll do a reading for you, Kate, no problem. If anybody wants to talk about having a spiritual awakening, I've been thinking about this since I'm reading this book, The Law of Attraction by Jerry and Esther Hicks. My spiritual awakening really started, the really pivotal point of it was March 21st of 2021. I was having my morning coffee. I'm having coffee right now in my turkey mug. Evening coffee, I call it. I was having coffee on a Sunday morning and looking for something to watch on Amazon Prime. And on the right side, I heard the words law of attraction, like somebody was talking to me, not audibly, but in my mind's eye, I pictured it coming from the right side. So I typed in law of attraction and Empress of Tarot, you gay. I'm gay. You have a problem with that, Gael Oliveras? So I heard law of attraction. I'm not the Empress of Tarot. I heard law of attraction, I typed it into Amazon Prime, and I found the documentary, The Secret. And from that moment on, my life has never been the same. I've had struggles since then, of course. Life is full of ups and downs, but that moment changed my life. And I thought about that today. That was like a spontaneous awakening. Hi there, Morgan, how are you? That just came out of nowhere. I wasn't seeking it. It just, Gael is probably just some teenager being silly on here. So guys, all for the rest of the year, I'm offering 9-card readings for just $10. I want to do as many readings as I can this last part of the year. All right, let's see. This person told me to shut up. Listen, whoever you are, you're like a silly little teenager with a low IQ. Just go ahead and leave the chat. Be a human being. We're not bothering you. Get off my live. And also, go get a life. You just sound ignorant. I'm a gay guy. Got a problem with that? Then go find somebody else to harass. I don't have patience for ignorant people. And Joey is spelled Joey, not Jeoy. Joey. It's literally right there. So that was how my awakening started. I guess we embarrassed Gael or Gail. I think the name is pronounced Gail, like the female name, Gail. Gail Oliveris. Probably closeted or something. Maybe just some dumb teenager being silly. Kate, I'll do your reading from the Wizard's Tarot. All right, guys. So we already have somebody harassing me about being a gay guy. And I've been on here for 11 minutes, almost 12 minutes. Do you have any specific questions, Kate? Sadly, my book deal fell through. Just the difference of, well, I don't know. The publisher just wouldn't be comfortable publishing my book because I'm a tarot reader. So the book deal fell through. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Unfortunately, it fell through the day after my birthday. So that's kind of like, all right, well, day one into my new year of life. Hi there, Anderson Hernandez. Welcome in. All right, so Kate, I'm gonna pull some cards for you from the Wizard's Tarot. But before I do that, let me know if you have any specific questions. Thank you. I think I'm the best too. I enjoy myself. And yes, I do have instrumental Christmas music playing because if I play copyrighted music on YouTube, I'll get in trouble. Plus, I love Christmas music, so. Gail, just go ahead and leave the chat. Jeez Louise. There's a million other things you could be doing on your Sunday night instead of bothering some stranger that's trying to connect with his community again. Just go do something else with your life, man. Go call your mom or something. Okay, thank you guys for hanging out, for the likes and everything. Whoever else wants a reading, let me know. For the rest of the year, I'm offering 9 cards for just $10. I'm a very intuitive reader. I'm really great at it, actually, if I could toot my own horn. Listen, Gail, I don't know what your beef is, but I don't know. I just feel sad for you. Mostly just sad that this is how you choose to spend the last 15 minutes of your life. Thank you. Okay, well, you and your cousin go hang out. I don't know, go do something else. Thank you, Angela. Gail, I don't want to have to remove you Okay, then I gotta hit buttons and everything. Listen, sis, just go figure out your life somewhere else. I don't know. The sad thing is I'm actually a really cool person, but you chose to be an asshole on here with me, so you're not gonna meet the cool person. Wait for Kate to get back. Okay, you can unsubscribe. That's okay. No love lost. Actually, I'd rather you not subscribe to me. I'll probably just go find you and remove you from my channel anyway. Okay, all right, Kate, let's see what the cards say. What does Kate need to know? Well, you've been planting the seeds. Seven of Pentacles. You're planting the seeds and waiting for them to bring in a harvest for you. Oh my God, this kid will not get a geez Louise, dude, get a life. I think you might be taking a big chance soon, Kate. You got the Fool card. Ooh, and you got the Devil card, Kate. What are those things that are holding you back from making the right decision? What are those? What's that devil energy that's trying to keep you prison bound and keep you small and insignificant, or, you know, self-sabotage, the sex, drugs, and rock and roll that hold us back in life? So far, 3 cards, 2 major arcana. So, thanks, Angela. But you know what, Kate? Below the 7 of Pentacles, you have the 10 of Pentacles. I believe your work is going to pay off. I don't know when. I'm still waiting on my payoff. I'm still looking for a job, guys. A day job. Taking things by faith. But I don't know, Kate. You got the 10 of Pentacles. Happy family, established finances, generational wealth. And that's below the 7 of Pentacles. Guys, Empress of Tarot has been on here with me since I started coming on YouTube Live, so I'm just doing this for her because she's a friend of mine, and we're both Scorpios. My birthday was November 10th, her birthday was November 14th. But with that Fool energy, you have 8 of Wands. Whatever's happening, whatever is going to happen with work is going to happen very quickly for you. Make sure your mindset is all focused in the right direction. Below that Devil energy, Kate, you do have the 9 of Cups. So once you overcome whatever's holding you back, you're going to come to that place of wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, looking back and recognizing all the things that fulfill you emotionally, spiritually. You might have somebody coming in soon with some kind of information. You got the Page of Swords, somebody younger, maybe somebody coming in with some info for you, an idea, inspiration. This could be you getting that inspiration yourself. That's below the 7 of Pentacles and below the 10 of Pentacles. Whatever the Fool's journey is you're on, whatever's going to happen quickly, 8 of Wands is the middle card, so that's the overall energy of your reading is the 8 of Wands. Below that, though, you got that 5 of Swords. Whatever mental struggle, whatever's been happening, you got to just sort of, I don't know, recognize that some of the things that go on with our minds, they're things that, hang on, let me see something real quick. Hang on, Kate, 1 second. I'm just going to remove those 2 idiot teenagers that got... I mean, geez Louise, talk about being lame. When I was a teenager, I would not be doing that. I actually had a life. Okay, I removed that girl, Gail, and her cousin, Anderson. So whatever's going on, Kate, you do have some mental struggles, some changes of your mindset possibly that need to happen. Taking control of the mindset, taking control of those feelings that everything is lost and hopeless. battling back. Fives are about conflict and change. You got the Five of Swords. The good news is with this card, he's got those swords and he's won the battle. So he's got the swords in his hand. And also threes are about community, coming together with people. He's got 3 swords. You got another 5. So below the Devil and below the 9 of Cups, you got the 5 of Pentacles. Again, showing more of that. And by the way, this all matches up. The bottom row, Page of Swords, 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. Whatever's weighing on your mind, here's my suggestion. Just because it's happening in my life, I'm going to suggest getting this book and reading The Law of Attraction by Jerry and Esther Hicks. I think we're going through these things because we're meant to help other people go through these things. So we're going through them ourselves with our mindset, with our mind, with our thoughts, with our fears, with the disappointment. We're going through that because we're meant to help other people go through that. And I know for me, it's like as I go through these different mindset struggles, hitting the bottom of the barrel, I don't want to talk about anything negative, but being okay with getting a regular day job again. I can't find a day job. I've applied for probably 50 or 60 call center jobs, and I'm getting turned down left and right every day. And these are jobs I'm overqualified for. I know that this is truth coming through because I'm feeling that thing that happens in my sinuses when I'm speaking truth. So what's the purpose of that? Like, what do we do with all that when nothing is working out? Are we being called to a higher purpose? Is our mindset being fortified and strengthened? Are we going through these things as systematic lessons, systematic battles? Are these things that we pre-planned before we came to these bodies? That, yeah, you're going to hit rock bottom at 45 and not know what the hell you're doing at 46 because you're being prepared for something bigger, something better, something more grand? I'd like to believe so. Are we going through that because we're learning how to become deliberate creators with the law of attraction? And like I said, my spiritual awakening started one random Sunday morning, March 21st, 2021, when looking for something to watch on Amazon Prime while having my morning coffee. I heard something say law of attraction on the right side of me. So I typed it into Amazon Prime and I discovered the documentary, The Secret. And Abraham, the channel that Esther Hicks channels, the being that she channels, the group that she channels, they were part of that documentary, The Secret, but due to whatever happened, they weren't put in the movie. But this is all based on these ancient truths that we're energetic beings and we send out a signal, and the signal comes from our emotions. And if we're in 5 of Swords and 5 of Pentacles, negative mindset about money, we're telling the universe, give us more of that, more of that, more of that. So for me, what I'm learning is when I'm in the place where, I'm really down and out and my mindset's crazy, you're not going to do anything at that point. Just sort of get to a place where you at least just sort of feel good a little bit. But if you're feeling good, you have more control of your mindset to then say, no, I deserve the 9 of Cups. I deserve the 8 of Wands. I deserve the 10 of Pentacles because you do and I do. We're ancient beings that have chosen to come to these bodies to have these earthly experiences. And we've chosen these experiences so that we can grow as creators on this planet. Deliberate creators, specifically choosing what we want to think, what we want, and focusing on what we want instead of the things that we don't want. Because the more we focus on what we don't want, the more we're going to bring that into our lives. And so every day as I'm dealing with this mindset these past few weeks, every day working through the mindset, seeing miracles happen. One day a bunch of money comes in and bills are paid, and then a few days later it seems like all hope is gone, and then up and down, up and down, up and down. But every time I go down and I come back up, I'm strengthened, I'm stronger, my mindset is fortified. I'm not saying I have it all figured out. I'm by far, I'm not perfect. I definitely struggle. But I can look back and say things always work out. We can't get it wrong. We can't mess this thing up. There's no test at the end of this lifetime. We're the creators of this destiny. We're the creators of this life that we're living, and we have the choice with what we want. You know what I mean? And so that's just my encouragement as I'm doing this reading, because it ended with the whole mindset. You're going to get that inspiration, Page of Swords, where someone's going to come to you with an idea. And I'll tell you what, maybe here's an example. So the friend of mine that was going to publish my book that is now not going to publish my novel because of more, I guess you could say, more personal disagreements, and I don't blame him. He's a man of faith, and I get that, and he's not comfortable publishing somebody that's, into New Age and tarot and things like that. So no hard feelings. Of course, it was a disappointment, but you know what? I understand that. But here's the crazy thing. A couple weeks ago, he sent me a link to a job, and that job was with a publisher that's looking for a ghostwriter, where they pay you per word, 60 to 80,000 word books. I'm a talented writer, I know that, and I can write romance, and I can write that kind of stuff like that. And I thought, how interesting, maybe that's the reason why I sent him my manuscript. Even though he was never meant to publish my book, he was the one that found that company that's looking for a ghostwriter. And because of that now, I found other opportunities. So I've submitted my application with some writing samples. And again, my affirmation is what's meant for me and best for me will come to me. What's meant for me and best for me will come to me. That's the affirmation I hold on to. But at the same time, as a deliberate creator, I'm saying to the universe, I love writing. I love having the freedom of my own schedule. I love staying up late one night and getting up early the next day, or, getting up late one day, going to bed early. Like, I love having my schedule. I love going out in the middle of the day. I love being home with the cats. I love the cozy apartment I'm in. I love the way life is right now, this easy breezy sort of life of leisure. So yeah, universe, I love writing and I want to share my writing, even though it will be ghost writing and I won't get the credit, I'll, under a pen name or something. Give me the chance to be a writer. Give me the chance to write words, to have control of my life, and to make a really nice living by writing. And I said to myself, well, am I so bad that I don't deserve that? Why do other people deserve a job as a ghostwriter and I don't? I've studied with professional writers. I don't have a college degree, but I went to college for quite a few years studying motion pictures and television. I'm a great storyteller, I'm a great communicator, and I'm a great writer, and I deserve it. We deserve these things. We deserve these blessings. We deserve all those good things in our life. So I've made the decision that I'm not gonna dream small anymore. I'm not gonna think small. I'm not gonna be small. I'm gonna dream big, think big, Put dreams out there that scare the shit out of me and make other people think that I'm crazy, because I can deliberately create the life that I want. And all these things, they're coming into my life for a reason. The book almost being published, the opportunities to apply for a ghostwriter position. Why can't that happen for me? Why do I feel like I have to settle for a call center job? A bottom of the barrel, entry level call center job where you're tethered to a headset all day and it's miserable. I did that for 20 years. At some point, I have to start believing and saying, you deserve something way better than what you've allowed yourself to have. So let's step into that mindset. Let's take control of that. So that was all that to say that was like a Page of Swords moment, because that publisher, even though he's not a page, he's like close to 60, he was the one that told me about that job. And he would never publish romance like that, like smutty romance, not smutty, but like spicy romance. But I thought, how interesting that the guy that was going to publish my book is the one that led me to this job with this other publishing company that's looking for a ghostwriter. And how amazing would that be? As a ghostwriter, you hammer out those novels in a month or so, you get paid per word, 20 cents times 80,000 words. I mean, that would be an incredible living. And so I keep telling myself, you deserve that. You deserve that opportunity, because if this company gives me the chance to write one novel, I know that they'll love me as a person and they'll love my work. And so I'm done thinking small. I'm done believing small. I'm done expecting the worst. I'm done settling for a bullshit life where I'm only getting by. No, it's time I start thriving. And that's the bottom line. And so this book is helping me focus on that. And this book is teaching me how to control my thoughts. I hope that resonates. I don't know, I kind of went on a tangent there. I hope that reading resonates with you. I know you got some things going on, and I do feel that energy, because every year for our birthdays, Scorpios, it's like we just, we go through this death and rebirth cycle every year. A lot of times right before my birthday and right after my birthday, I feel pretty shitty. I feel like nothing's happening, nothing's working out, everything's falling apart. And then suddenly something changes and I'm going in a whole new direction. But yeah, I will suggest this book to you. I manifested this book. I had like $8 in my account and $10. I got the book, I got it the next day, actually. Hi there, whoever else is here with us, say hello. Let me know who's here, who's listening to me yammer on here. And would you like a reading as well? Whoever else is here with us. I know it's hard though. It's hard. It's hard to feel hopeless. It's hard to feel like things are falling apart. Here's another thing. You said you broke up with your boyfriend? Okay, I have a friend that was a good friend for many years. And the other day, we were chatting and I asked for, I don't want to tell the whole story, but there was some help I needed and he thought I was manipulating him, which is not me at all. And I just thought, you know what? If this guy, after all these years of friendship, thinks that I was manipulating him to get something out of him, he doesn't fucking know me at all. And you know what? I'm okay letting people go. Goodbye. I don't need that in my life. And that's another sign that the manifestation is coming through, that the breakthrough is happening when people are removed from our lives. Yeah, this person was encouraging and everything, but you know, it was one of those friendships that was always a friendship on his terms. And I just feel like, you know what? I don't need people in my life that think that of me. If you think that I'm trying to manipulate you and get something out of you, then you don't know me at all. And I'm okay letting people go. They say that that's a sign that your manifestation is on its way when, oh, bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, a new beginning with work, 3 of Cups. You know, even family. Family's been removed from my life for the past couple of years. I haven't really seen or been around any family. You know, when you're vibrating at a different frequency, you don't match up with people. And sometimes our higher self, you know, the bigger version of our soul, our consciousness will take us and put us in another place to get us alone, to focus on ourselves. And that's kind of the position that I'm in right now. I feel things changing. I feel the energy shifting. Hi there, welcome in. Who just joined? Yeah, I hope so too. I hope one of these writing jobs opens up, because to be honest with you, not to focus on negative or anything, but in the very tangible sense, very real world, I've applied for a lot of call center jobs that I'm overqualified for, and I'm getting rejections every day. And I'm thinking, okay, universe, I told you I'm okay doing a day job like that again. I'll go back to that day job because, you know, I got to pay the bills and everything. And yet those day jobs are not opening up for me. So I'm like, okay, what do I do now? Another Page of Swords, Page of Wands. And so what I've done is I'm just focusing on being happy in any given moment. Look at this, bottom of the deck, both 2 of Pentacles. I'm just focusing on being happy at any given moment, focusing on the good in my life, giving thanks, focusing on what I want, not what I don't want. And I just have the sense that things are really, truly working out. I mean, yeah, since the summer, things have been working out. I have no idea how, but somehow things are always working out for me. You know, bills are still getting paid. Things are still working out somehow. I'm just done thinking that I deserve whatever scraps I can get. I don't want to think like that anymore. Hi, sweets. Hi, Teddy. What is it, Booby Baby? What do you need? These cats, I don't know why they need so much lately. Sweets, I'm busy. I hope we get some more people on here. I was going to try to go on TikTok as well, but... So what's going on with you, Kate? You want to tell me what's going on? Okay, Teddy, I got you. Teddy, I'm busy. Come on now, puppy. I love this cat, but I'm busy. Hi there, welcome in. Who just joined? I'm sorry to hear that, Kate. I know that one of the first readings I ever did for you, there was somebody in your life. And I think you thought it was that person. It may be that other person coming into your life. I know it's hard. I feel sorry for you. That's a tough thing to go through. Oh, good, I'm glad. If it's any consolation to you, I'm still single with not a single option out there. So, yet again, I'm single during the holidays. That's always a little bit of a toughie. But I'm determined to be happy. I'm determined to feel good, because when we're feeling good, we're in the path of least resistance. When we're feeling good, we're in the receptive mode of all the things we want. And when we're feeling good, that's when we could take time out to get quiet, to meditate in a sense. Like Abraham Hicks, like they say in the book, to go to your workshop when you're feeling good. Basically what I do is I'll put my earbuds in, I'll put on frequencies or some kind of background music, and I'll just lay down and let my mind wander and just start visualizing everything I want, like the weight I want to be, the type of guy I want in my life, the house I want to live in, how I want to earn my money as a toy inventor. By the way, I'm back to inventing toys. I'm not giving up on that dream because I have really great fucking ideas. Hi there. Good evening. So I'm not giving up on my toys. And so what I do is when I'm feeling good, when I'm in that vibration of feeling good, I'll close my eyes, I'll put on some music like frequencies or something like that, and I'll just let my imagination run wild. But I'm more now, not just running wild, I'm more, since I'm reading this book, I'm specifically choosing what I want to think. Another thing I've been doing, which I never really did before because it's kind of hard for me to meditate, I'm doing the type of meditation where, again, I have some kind of music on in the background, like frequency sounds, something like that. And I'm trying to count my breaths. So I'm closing down my thoughts. I'm, just seeing black with my eyes closed. And I'm just sort of like, hi there, welcome in, Geetha. So I'm trying more traditional meditation again, where I'm sitting there, I have some music playing with no words, just like frequency sounds, and I'm counting my breaths. At some point in the meditation, I feel my body sort of vibrating, like a very pleasant feeling, almost like I'm levitating. And that's been good for me, because what I'm doing is I'm taking those practical steps to really work on my mindset. So in the morning, and I've been doing this all week since I got this book, The Law of Attraction by Esther and Jerry Hicks. I leave the cats in the bedroom. I come sit on the couch because the cats will distract me if I try to meditate with them around. They'll walk on me, they'll step on my computer, they'll interrupt me. So I put the cats in the bedroom. I come out here and I take 25 to 30 minutes and I just sit there in the darkness, listening to those frequency sounds, and I'm counting my breaths, up to 300 or 400 breaths. And every time my mind wanders, I try to bring it back to the counting. I'm really working at slowing down my mind. It's very hard for me to meditate like that, though, because of my natal birth chart. I'm a Scorpio sun, I'm a Leo moon, and I'm a Libra rising. So my mind is always wandering. And then in addition to that, in the afternoon or even in the evening, I'll shut down, I'll get quiet, like I'll take a nap or something. Sometimes I'll take a nap. And every time I wake up, what happens is I take these naps and I wake up every 5 or 10 minutes from the nap. And when I wake up, I start visualizing again and saying affirmations again. And then I'll doze off again. I'll wake up, I'll doze off, I'll wake up, I'll doze off. But anyway, what they say in the book to do is to go to your workshop. So the workshop for me is, like I said, I put in some music, some frequency sounds, and I will specifically visualize what I want. The type of man I want in my life, the type of man I want to be, the type of career I want, the type of home I want to live in, the feeling of what I want in my life, And they said to add things to like, smell and taste and sound, and really create the mental picture of what you want. And by doing that, I'm deliberately creating what I want and adding emotions to it. So now I'm sending those frequencies to the universe and saying, bring me more of that. Instead of focusing on how, the bills need to be paid, or, oh no, I haven't been able to find a job lately, and how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Instead of focusing on those things and bringing more of that stress on me, I'm willingly choosing to quiet my mind and think about the things I want and think about the life I want to live. And that's deliberate creation. I'm specifically saying this is what I want in my life. The interesting thing is a lot of people don't really know what they want in their life. I've been working on this for 5 years, so I have a pretty good sense of what I want. By the way, I'm offering 9-card readings all for the rest of the year for just $10. Any one of my 3 payment apps, if anybody wants a 9-card reading. So that's what I've been working on. That's what I've been learning, is to be a deliberate creator and specifically create the life I want by feeling the emotions of what it would feel like to have those things, by creating a very clear mental image of what it would be to live that life. How would I look? What would I do? Where would I go? What would I eat? All those things. And that's how we become deliberate creators. And a lot of very, very successful people have referenced this book. Hey there, Moy, how are you? Welcome in, my friend. I haven't been on for a while, but I'm back to coming on here and going live again. I was just talking about mindset, law of attraction, being a deliberate creator. I'm recommending this book to everybody, The Law of Attraction by Jerry and Esther Hicks. I've really been working on mindset, and I know that I've grown, I've changed, I can manifest things, but then things go crazy, they go haywire. So I think I got this on Amazon for like $9 or $10. Got it the next day. Yeah, The Law of Attraction by Jerry and Esther Hicks, or Esther and Jerry Hicks. It's a very easy read. I'm kind of a slow reader, but I've already read that much of it. You got a job? Oh, good for you. See, I've actually just saying how I need a day job again, and I can't seem to find one. I've been getting rejections left and right from call center jobs that I'm overqualified for. But I also have another really great opportunity with a couple of ghostwriting jobs. That sounds kind of like a dream come true, but yeah, there's publishers that look for writers, and kind of thing where they'll pay me, however many cents per word, 80,000 words. And so based on this book, I'm saying, universe, that's what I want. I want to be a writer. I want the freedom of making my own schedule. I want the excitement of writing these romance novels and getting paid per word, so that at the end of the day, I can count and see, okay, I wrote 5,000 words today. That's how much money I earned. I want that. I'm done believing that I'm only good enough for the bottom of the barrel, entry-level bullshit call center jobs. I've done that for 20 years. I just turned 46 last Monday. It's about time I start believing and putting energy out there that says, give me more of this. I like my freedom right now. I like this free schedule I have. But yeah, in a very practical sense, bills need to be paid, the rent needs to be paid, the cats need to be fed, I need to be fed. But I've decided, since all these call centers are rejecting me, why not believe for something bigger? I'm a talented writer, I could do romance in my sleep, and I get paid per word. And the things I was saying is, why can't that happen for me? Like, am I so bad that that can't happen for me? Why do I always have to expect and settle for the bottom of the barrel? I'm done with that. I deserve one of those ghostwriting jobs. I deserve the freedom of working from right here in my living room. I deserve the freedom of my schedule being wide open. I deserve to be somebody that could say, yeah, I'm a ghostwriter. That's right. I'm a ghostwriter. You know what I mean? Hi there, Jen Degua. Welcome in, everybody that's new. I'm just chit-chatting right now. We're dreaming big. We're believing big. And for the rest of the year, I'm offering 9-card readings for just $10 to anybody. I want to do as many readings as I can as we wrap up this year. And so, yeah, I'm just, it's encouraging, too, is that you just came on and said you're starting a job tomorrow. You said you got the first job. Remind me what you mean by the first job. Is this your first job? I remember we've chatted before, Amoy. Is this the job you wanted, you mean? This was your preference and you got the job you wanted? The Justice card fell out. Guess what? The Justice card is a card about signing contracts, about wrongs being righted. The Justice card could symbolize, what do you call it? Business arrangements, business deals going through, inheritances. This could be the publisher that I just mentioned. They might offer me a contract. Maybe they'll say, listen, we like your style. We want to give you a chance. Here's an outline. See what you can do with this book. Because the Justice card is about things like that. It's about career, about, signing contracts, starting new jobs, new things like that. I'm still applying too. Every day I'm applying. Oh, I see. Yeah, I remembered something about that. Yeah, the crazy thing is I've even gotten rejections from seasonal jobs, like the store Belk. I was like, I got a rejection from Belk? They don't think I'm qualified to just to be a salesperson? What? What's happening here? Yeah, I actually, I moved on for a job last June, but I was told I could come back to the job if I needed to. So I left the job to pursue other things that didn't really work out. Everything kind of blew up in my face over the summer. So I've sort of been struggling with, do I need to go back to a day job or not? I do technically need to go back, and I'm okay going back, but now it's like, all right, universe, what's going on here? I'm getting rejections left and right from call center jobs that I'm overqualified for. What's happening? Something's happening on a bigger level that I can't see right now. But I did leave that job because I was told I could come back, and guess what? When I tried to go back in September, they told me no. They slammed the door in my face. But I'm still here. Is my rent late? Yeah, part of my rent is late, but I'm still here. Do I have food in the house? Yep. Do my cats have food? Yep. So I just keep focusing on those things. I'm safe, I'm loved, I'm protected. I'm the creator of my own destiny. Everything that I'm dealing with right now is for a reason. It's all part of the plan. And maybe it's because at this point, I'm 46. Maybe I don't need to do call center work anymore. Maybe it's about time I believe in something bigger, something better, something fun, something interesting. They say in this book to follow your bliss, right? My bliss is writing and creating. I'm also back to inventing toys again. I'm not giving up on that dream. I'm still submitting ideas to companies. And that's what I'm a creator. Even when you think about writing and acting and inventing, those are all creation. Those are all things those are like the three things I really love in life: acting, writing, and inventing. And every one of those things are about creating, creating worlds, creating stories. Yeah, something more aligned. And I just think, why can't that happen for me? I deserve it. And so do you. We deserve it. Let's see, what else do we got going on here? No, there's one other person. I had a bunch of people on here and then they left. I had some teenagers on here being jerks, so I removed them. And then I haven't really been on for a while though, so I imagine people don't really know I'm back on. I did post on Instagram and TikTok that I would be live for at least a couple of hours tonight. But I'm gonna get back into the habit of coming on here again. I just needed a break. I just hit a rough patch. I was very discouraged. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I just needed a break. But I feel good now. And I just keep reminding myself that things really do. They always work out. They somehow always work out. I'm shuffling the Wizards deck right now. The Wizards Tarot. Yeah, they do. They come through in the last moment. Sure. Let's see. Seven of Cups, middle of the deck. You got a lot of options, and you're weighing the balance, you're weighing things out. Remember, sevens are about standing your ground, and the cups are about emotions. The wizard's got a lot in front of him. Some of those cups can be a little harsh, some of those cups can be a blessing. This is about following your intuition and choosing from the heart with what will make you the most emotionally fulfilled, even if it's the job that doesn't pay as much as the other one. You know what I mean? So yeah, you got a lot of options coming up. Seven of Cups. But because it's a wizard's deck, I'm going to encourage you to tap into your intuition. Remind me of your zodiac sign and your age. I'm going to encourage you to tap into your intuition and follow your heart and choose the job that will most align with you on an emotional level. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I know that the cups are the water signs, but Libras have a hard time making decisions. Are you in the States? I think you're in the States. Any plans for the holidays? I don't have any plans for the holidays. Oh, that's good. It's good to be with family. Who else is here with us? This card fell out. Six of Wands is public recognition and a job well done, riding in your high horse. And the Wands are about work. So this is public recognition and a victory when it comes to work. Sixes are also about being stable. So we'll take that card for all of us. Oh, good. Okay. What kind of job is it? You know, I never submit a cover letter. Is that wrong of me? I just don't have the time for it. I really thought I got the job with ADT Security, and then they told me no. It's like, okay. I mean, I really thought I passed the assessment and everything. I've been doing call center work since I was 25, so I'm overqualified. But again, you know, maybe it's one of those moments where by not getting all these jobs, it's pushing me to dream big, to believe that, you know what, I can do the ghostwriting job, why not? A lot of jobs aren't even giving me an interview. It's crazy. I don't know. Something will open up soon. Something will happen soon. Oh, look at that bottom of the deck. 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. This is sustained wealth, generational wealth. This is building wealth from a place of nurturing. And it's going to come in quick. 8 of Wands. 8's the number of wealth. So let's welcome those cards, everybody. You spend a long time on interview prep? If I could get an interview, I could nail it, but I'm great at interviewing. That's why I know, it's so weird. I'm applying through LinkedIn, Indeed, other places. I know, King of Pentacles. Taking forward movement, action toward building the wealth. He's an established worker, he's good at his job and knows how to do it. You prep without interviews? Oh, hi there. Sorry, I don't do those kind of I don't do yes and no questions. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, I get rejection emails every day. Do you want to do the 9 cards for $10, Geetha? Yeah, I'll just start back tomorrow. I'll just go back online, see who's hiring, and just keep applying. Yeah, I honestly think it's the jobs aren't happening because a lot of changes are coming in 2026. Not just America, but the whole world. So I think some of the jobs I've seen are jobs where they want humans to train AI. So humans are training AI to do their jobs. And mark my words, guys, because I do have psychic abilities. 2026, at some point, you're going to see a lot of layoffs. You're going to see a lot of companies going strictly virtual. And what are people going to do at that point? Freedom is coming back to the people. We're taking back our freedom. We're breaking free from these little boxes that we've been in all these years, listening to government, government control. The government overreach is just too much at this point. And humanity has got to take our freedom back. We're done living the life we've been living all these years, the past few thousand years since the age of Pisces. And now we're going into the age of Aquarius, the age of freedom, the age of expression, the age of anything goes. Humans living life and living life in a way that the world is magical and incredible and built on a humanitarian feeling, built on humanitarianism, helping one another, building for one another, providing for one another. The world is going to look very different in the very near future. Well, I've been on here almost an hour already. 58 minutes. I don't do yes and no questions, Geetha. Sorry. I have 3 payment options: Venmo, PayPal, and CashApp. Hey, Melissa, my friend, how are you? Yeah. Yeah. AI is taking over. Oh, I'm not at that job anymore. That did not work out for me. I was actually injured on the job. Now I'm still looking for a job right now. Also, my book deal fell through. It's been an interesting few weeks. But I feel good though. I'm reading this book right now, Melissa, The Law of Attraction by Jerry and Esther Hicks. Yeah, I'm believing things are going to work out. I am waiting to hear back from a couple of publishers. I submitted to a ghostwriting job, kind of thing where they'll pay you per word. They'll give you an outline, and you write the book based on that outline, between 60 and 80,000 words. So if they pay me 20 cents a word times 80,000 words, which 20 cents a word is actually pretty cheap, they'd get a steal. It would be plenty of money for me to live a great life. Doing 5 or 6 of those a year. Yeah, that's what I feel. I feel like something even better is coming because I was saying earlier, I'm done believing that I'm only good enough for an entry-level, bottom-of-the-barrel call center job, because those jobs are rejecting me every day. I'm getting rejections. I've applied for like 60 jobs in the past couple of months, at least. And they're all call centers. No, they're all rejecting me without even an interview. So, I mean, and then through the publisher that's not going to publish my book anymore, I found out about these other publishers that are looking for ghostwriters. I'm very qualified to be a ghostwriter. You know, the positives are I get to work at home. I get to keep my schedule. If I want to work till 3 in the morning one night, I could do that. If I want to sleep late, wake up, you know, get up early, I'll have a lot of freedom in my schedule. And I just have to write that book, you know, write that romance novel. They're for some romance publishers. Just a difference of like, I don't know how to explain it. I hope so, because I've really been working on my thoughts and my frequency and my feelings. The deal fell through because he didn't know that I was a tarot reader, and he doesn't agree with this stuff. He's a man of faith. I know him, he's a friend of mine. And he couldn't publish the book knowing that. So I was like, all right, well, okay. My book is actually not about tarot. I wrote the book 10 years ago. It's actually set in the South and deals with the Christian faith. But it's sort of like, you know, it's like a lighthearted romance, my novel. But he couldn't publish it because of my personal life. But Eight of Pentacles, that money's coming. This card just fell out. Eight of Pentacles, I've done the work. And what if this card is saying I've done the work energetically? What if this card is saying that I've done the work in the spirit world, you know, in the other dimensions? I've done the work with frequency, and that's what's going to pay off. I really do believe something bigger and better is on its way to me. Plus, I've gotten the Justice card, so that means, you know, the Justice card can symbolize signing contracts. Any minute, this publisher is going to get back to me and want to meet with me and, you know, pitch me a book or something, give me an outline, and then, what are you going to do? Some people are very, very, very rigid in their beliefs. I don't blame them. It's just a disappointment. I was pretty disappointed. But then I woke up the next day and said, all right, well, I'm also still back to inventing toys again. I'm submitting some ideas to companies all over again. I'm just not giving up. Like I said, I'm done believing small, the magician, the Wheel of Fortune. I'm open to the universe taking me in a new direction. So yeah, I've decided to dream big. I've decided to dream big, to believe. I haven't done anything wrong. A big thing for me is I've really wrestled with, is what's happening because of me? Like, am I being punished? Did I do something wrong? You know, is this just the repercussions of my bad choices? But then I thought one day, I don't think so. I think everything's happening for a reason. The last job I had, I was at for 3 years. I left this past June to pursue my toys, and then everything kind of fell apart on me. But I was told I could come back to that job if I needed to. And when I reached out to them in September about coming back, they said no. So I was like, oh, okay. So I left the job thinking I could go back, and then they slammed the door in my face. Those bitches. So I was like, oh, shit. All right, well, I guess I fucked up my whole life. But I'm coming to the place where I am going to be in the spotlight. Somebody's coming to me with an idea. You know, I think I owe like half my rent this month. And you know what? I was a little nervous about it, but then I just was not nervous about it. I was like, you know what? If for some reason they want me to leave the apartment, I'll just take it as maybe the universe is leading me somewhere else, you know, someplace else that would be better for me. You know, maybe a better place to live. I don't know, just something. That's it. I've been saying I deserve it. That's actually been my affirmation. I deserve it. I deserve that ghostwriting job. And like I said, I lowballed it, 15 to 20 cents a word. They pay me 20 cents a word times 80,000 words. That's a nice living for the end of the year. And I know I could do it. I know I could do it. Even though this friend of mine decided not to publish my book, he believes in my writing. He tells me I'm a great writer. He was disappointed he couldn't publish the book, but he's got to stick to his own convictions. So yeah, I just feel like something good is happening. I mean, I left that last job in June and I'm still here, right? I'm a little bit late on my rent for November, but I'm not worried. It'll get paid somehow. And I think you're right. Yeah, I think I am meant to do something bigger and better and different. I'm just done believing that my life has to be small. I'm just done believing that I'm only worthy of taking whatever's offered to me. Whether it's an apartment, hi Amber, welcome in. Whether it's where I have to live, whether it's what I drive, whether it's the work I do. I'm done accepting the scraps. You know what I mean? Like I want to believe for bigger and better. And so I've been focusing on that. Hang on one second. So that's where I am. That's what's been going on with me the past few weeks. Oh, look at that. 10 of Pentacles just flipped around. 10's my number. I'm born November 10th. I'm 46 now, guys. 10 is my number. And then the 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Somebody's going to come to me with an offer. Hierophant, stepping into our spiritual calling. But yeah, I just feel like something's happening. Something good is going to happen. Well, good things are happening. Thank you. Thank you. It was a nice birthday. I didn't really do much, but it was a nice birthday. Yeah, things are a little hairy right now. Things are a little crazy. But I mean, I told the universe, I told whoever's listening to me, listen, I'll go back to a call center job. I don't care. I'll do it. I just want to make sure that my bills are paid, of course, that the cats have food, that I have food. I'm willing to go back to a call center job. I've applied for probably 60 jobs in the past couple of months, and I'm getting rejections every day from call center jobs that I'm overqualified for. And then through the publisher that's not going to publish my book, I found out about these ghostwriting jobs for other publishers. And I was like, okay, now that's something I could definitely do. And now I'm stuck on the ghostwriting thing. I won't give up on that. I deserve that opportunity. I deserve that job. I deserve it. I'm a great writer. I love making my own schedule. I love having the freedom of having a free schedule. I like being home with the cats. I like being able to go out in the middle of the day if I need to. And I love writing. I'm a creator. Whether I'm inventing toys or, whether I'm writing, that's all creation. That's all creating stories and, just creating worlds and everything. That's what I'm good at. That's what I love to do. And that would be my dream come true. And so at this point, I'm believing for it. I am believing for that job to come through. They're going to make me an offer this week. I'm going to sign the contract like an emperor, making my own work, making my own way, like the sun coming into the spotlight. 10 of Cups. It's going to bring a lot of emotional fulfillment for me. You guys ready for the holidays? Who's ready for the holidays? I have no plans for Thanksgiving. I'm not trying to be a sad sack, but I don't really have any plans. Sure. Just keep in mind, guys, for the rest of the year, I'm offering 9 cards for just $10. I'll do some freebies tonight because I haven't been on here in a while, but in the future, guys, I could use the help as well. Or at least some kind of donation or something. Well, I got dragged into family drama roughly close to 2 years ago that I had literally zero to do with it. And because of that, now I'm like on the outs and there's a lot of awkwardness. So I won't go to my one brother's house even if he invites me. But also, I don't want to hear a lecture about the tarot if they bring that up. So I figure I'm either going to be home or I'll go hang out with my one brother because he's going to be by himself, but at least he's cooking. I don't know what I'm going to do. High Priestess, tapping into your intuition, following your inner guidance, listening to your spiritual calling, Melissa, stepping into that as well. This is all about following your inner guidance, listening to your higher self, getting in touch with your higher self. High Priestess, that one's for you, Melissa. The cats are doing well. We have an orange cat that's lingering outside. I keep feeding it. He won't come near me though. But then last night, when I looked out the window, Teddy came running in the living room because the orange cat was out there. When I looked out the window, I saw a possum too. A little possum. I was like, oh, little possum's out there, how cute. So I threw some cat food out there tonight. Teddy's over here driving me nuts right now. Teddy, I'm busy. I haven't been live in like 3-4 weeks. I gotta connect with our friends again. My little Stormy girl, my little kitty cat, she turns a year old on November 30th. I'm manifesting something for her. I haven't done it, no, not in November. I only had 2 people sign up in October, and I gotta be honest with you guys, I got really discouraged. 2 wonderful people, but I got discouraged. I just wasn't sure what to do. Like I was going, like my mind was here, there, and everywhere. And I felt like part of it was coming from a desperate need to make money, and I don't want to put that kind of energy on the spiritual work. It helps if people pay for tarot readings, of course. But I just wasn't sure because of the schedule with the cookie company, which that job did not work out at all. That job was a nightmare. Which I'll talk about that more in the future. But yeah, I don't know, I kind of put a hold on that. I'm not sure what I want to do with it. Somebody's got their wish fulfillment, 9 of Cups. Emotional fulfillment, wish fulfillment, whatever you've been daydreaming about is going to come true for you. I'm doing good. I saw on TikTok she's a witch, but she's also a tarot reader, and she said in the video, if you're doing tarot, but you talk about what you're dealing with, like she sort of implied that if you're talking about your own struggles, you're not really helping people, that you should do the work to be better at that stuff. I was like, oh, maybe she's right. Maybe I talk too much about what I'm dealing with, and maybe I shouldn't do tarot online anymore because of that. But then I realized, that's just me being me. You know, I'm open and honest about my own mindset work, my own struggles, my own ups and downs. But then I thought maybe I shouldn't do tarot because maybe my life is not as together as I hope it should be. So I sort of put a pin in all that stuff. Interesting, you saw somebody say the opposite? So I've just been focusing on feeling good every day. Just finding something to feel good about. Just feeling good. And just keeping my mindset on what I want, not what I don't want. Oh, good. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Yeah, and the other thing is I was thinking, I may have my own struggles when it comes to my mindset, when it comes to manifestation or money or whatever. But I don't think people are coming to me for that. They're coming to me to hear what what tarot has to say for them. I'm just the vessel that the tarot comes through. I'm not saying that my life is perfect and I have everything all figured out, because I don't. I'm on the same galactic journey as everybody else. I'm a soul having an earthly experience, and the world is changing, and everybody can feel it. The entire world is changing. So I'm not the only one that's having these ups and downs. But yeah, tonight I just thought, you know what? Let me just go online. Just throw myself back online and I was sitting there having coffee. I had some toast with butter and jam. I was having coffee and I thought, oh, what am I gonna do right now? I thought, well, I can go to my room and watch some TV shows and just sort of relax, or I can go online and connect with people again and get back into doing that. And in the moment, going online and doing the live seemed like the most fun thing to do. And so I'm just following my bliss these days. I'm just following what makes me happy at any given moment and putting my energy there. And, you know, all you guys came out here tonight and connected with me again. So I'm doing this because I love doing it. I like coming on here, hanging out, talking about these topics. And so that's why I thought, let me just pop on there and see what happens. Stay on there for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and, you know, put out some good energy. So anybody that wants a free card tonight, tonight's the night, because I want to give back. I just watched Teddy squeeze his fat body under the couch. Teddy, how do you fit under there anymore? Sweets. My little sweeties. Can you guys hear the Christmas music? I'm glad my mustache is finally coming back in. It took forever for this mustache to grow back. Why the hell? Yes, I did. It was on the windowsill right behind the couch where I was doing the lives at that time. Yeah, this is the hat. The one with 1979 on it. Isn't that crazy? It was right there behind the windowsill. I guess when I moved the curtain, it got pulled up with the curtain and I couldn't see it. I just happened to go outside to get some air. I turned around and looked at my own window for some reason, and it was right there on the windowsill. Yeah, that live was in October, I think, right? Or was it still September? I think it was early October, maybe. I just think if you expect the worst, you're going to keep getting the worst. And so I just decided I deserve better than what I'm expecting for myself. And I'm just going to keep reminding myself that I deserve better. I deserve it. I deserve better. I deserve that ghostwriting job. Anybody fans of Riley Green, the country singer? I had a dream with him last night that we were friends. Thank you. I hope the same for you. All right, take care, my friend. Good night. Good luck on the job tomorrow. I might be on here for a little bit longer. I'll stay on here for an hour and a half, and then no pressure. I connected with some great people tonight. It was fun. and did some readings. Whoever else is on here, does anybody else want a single card read for free tonight? Just because I want to get back into the swing of things on here. But then in the future, if anybody wants to help me out with donations, of course, let's do paid readings. That would definitely help me out. But whoever wants a card, let me pull a card for you before I go. I'll be on here probably for another 10 minutes or so. You okay, teddy bear? You okay, sweets? What is that? He knows how to be a little baby for me, my little sweetie pie. I don't have your crunchies. Your food's not here. Plus, you ate enough today. He went over and he's sitting by his cup of treats. Teddy, 10 more minutes you gotta wait. 10 minutes. 10 minutes? I fed you not even 3 hours ago. No, you're good. You're not hungry. You're just bored. Come over here, Papa. Come to Papa. He's my baby. Come to Papa. You're not hungry. You're not hungry. Get out of here. Okay. Hi, baby. You okay, sweets? Oh, he's a sweetie boy. I call him Sweets because he's a sweetie. All right, Sweets. We'll give it about 9 more minutes and then we'll hop off here. And that's good. Almost 9 o'clock. That's good. That's good enough time. I'll leave you guys with some light language, whoever's on here with me. We'll leave we'll leave some energy with some light language. Is anybody still here with me? Ooh, 4 of Swords says to rest your mind and bring balance, stable. Build this foundation with your mindset by resting. 4 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 7 of Cups. Interesting. Lots going on mentally and emotionally. It's all working out, guys. It's all working out for us. We are deliberate creators. We are. We have come forth into these earthly bodies to create, to build a world of our own imagination. In a very magical sense, we are here to be magical creators. But in the 3D world, which is part of the challenge of the game, we are limited in our understanding. And we as humans bring ourselves down. We downgrade our consciousness for the fun of elevating our consciousness in the 3D world. But we are all deliberate creators. We have come forth into these earthly bodies to create, to be part of the story of Earth, because as souls, we want to come here. We want the experience of being every bit of source energy that creates worlds and universes, but brought down to these earthly bodies that are so limited. As newborn babies with nothing but a cry to our mothers and our fathers to tell them what we need. Those cries are nothing more than frequency and energy. We come down, we downgrade ourselves so that we can have the experience of being the creator and the creation at the same time, experiencing the wonder and the majesty of life. To be a child over and over and over again that sees a butterfly for the very first time, the awe, the wonder, the majesty in that. We choose to do that over and over and over again. And as we do that, we have these experiences, one with another, with nature, with animals, experiencing life from all facets. This energetic being of light that we are made from the light and love of Source. We then get to be male, to be female, to be babies, to be adults. We get to live to 100. We get to live to 1. We die in the womb. We die outside of the womb. Every single bit of it is an experience. We've experienced to be human in every capacity you can imagine. A human that was in the womb but then didn't live past the womb. But to experience that is to experience the energy of the mom loving that baby in the womb. Then we get to experience being the mom. Then we get to experience being the dad, the brother, the sister, the aunt, the uncle. We get to experience being the victim and the perpetrator. We are playing every role of every story you can imagine on this planet. Black, white, yellow, red, purple. We are all things because we are the soul inhabiting these bodies, these avatars. And we get to experience all of it for the wonder and the joy of experiencing it. As human bodies, we get the senses, the touch, the taste, the smell, the sight, the hearing. As energetic beings in the other dimensions, we don't have all of those experiences. There is nothing but unconditional love, peace, and joy, of course. But in a sense, that kind of gets boring and we want to experience more. So Earth was created as this place to experience more. And then we come into these bodies, we come into these lives, we come into these roles. I'm Joey, you're you, you're you, you're you, you're you. We interact with each other, we exchange energy with each other. And in the moment, we are the creators of our own life. We are creating this life that we're living every step of the way, from our health to our career, to what our bodies look like. And so much of it was already predestined before we got here. We knew what we were coming into. And so every step of the way, we are awakening, we are remembering who we are. And when you remember who you are and you tap into that God divinity, because you are source incarnate, then you can start saying, well, no, I want this, I want this, I want this, I don't want that. And with the thought, with your energetic thoughts, with the frequencies of your emotions, you are telling the universe, give me more of this. Give me more of the easy breezy life where my schedule is wide open. Give me more of the life where I get to write and create worlds with my words, with my thoughts, with my writing. Give me more people to do tarot readings for. Give me more of a wonderful community of people that are awakened as well. Give me more of this, more of this, more of this. And with that, I leave you. That was a channeled message from Mark, my guide, and my personal guide, who I call Mark. Mark is part of a group called the Multidimensional Archaic Resonate Creators. And that was a channeled message for you. If you made it this far and you heard that message, that was for you. This is Joey from Joey's Magic Tarot signing off. Have a wonderful, beautiful night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Remember, guys, you have the magic within.